did this study, did you break all these constituencies into good, bad and the ugly?
We haven't done that religiously yet. Why? Because first off, I think we want to give them demographic information, and then we slowly want to build on it. We will probably give learning outcome data to them, as soon as this academic year is over, because we do programs and we'll be measuring and we'll share that with them. One of the things that we had done over the last 4.5 years in Bangalore was set up a network of libraries in government schools. We had set up 366 libraries to support 1420 schools, and children were borrowing. And when we did a household survey, 72% of the parents felt that the library has made a difference to the child. And this household survey was done across 45,000 households, not 40 or 50 or 100. It was a huge number of households. Recently, we started to hand over the libraries, all the assets of the libraries, the operation techniques and all the training to the teachers of the schools. They are now taking ownership and saying we will continue to run it, which is a positive thing, right?
Ashok, anything?
Yeah, so I just wanted to say that I think next month we should be telling the elected representatives how many libraries have been transitioned in their own constituency. So then they have an idea of what has happened and how to make sure that the libraries keep running well all the time.
Ashok, you said most MPs have appreciated the information that you gave them. Why do you say most? Why not all? Did some people resent your?
No, I don't think anybody resented. Okay, it's just that we felt that some were, shall we say, indifferent. And say,
indifferent to education?
Well, some people would have said it's okay, so what, kind of thing. But we are not at all discouraged. Okay, the large majority is plus for it, and it's just a matter of time. Other people, you never know. That particular day, the particular person might have other things in his head or whatever. But really, I tell you, we did not expect such a positive response. We really didn't know what to expect.
Ashok, tell me, did you meet these MLAs, MPs individually or collectively?
My colleagues at the foundation went and personally delivered their reports to each of their offices.
So that individual connect is there.
That is why I am saying what the reactions were, because and it's only 2 pages, right? I have shown you a copy.
Yes.
So people read it and say, oh, I didn't know. Thank you for bringing this to our notice. What can we do for you?
So you are making them understand.
It's fine. It's a beginning.
What is there in your constituency?
Yes.
Can we do something about it?
Absolutely right.
I think KLP is doing a great job. Huh?
Well, now you think about it. The same framework that we use for KLP can be used for health. It can be used for nutrition of children. Health of children. So, lot other things are possible.
If you can take care of education, everything will fall in line, I feel, in this country particularly. Ashok, I believe you are planning to hold a seminar on the status of early education and that you plan to invite all these MLAs and MPs in Bangalore and also provide each one of them constituency-wise reports.
Yeah. So, the idea was that can we get everyone, so I told you about my dream, right, of having an agenda that doesn't change no matter who wins. And that's your agenda too, correct?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So, if that has to happen, we got to start somewhere. We got to bring everyone under one roof and tell them what the scenario is. Because I think when people know, they will act. Education has been a concurrent subject, meaning it is both the responsibility of the state and the center. Now, when you have 2 people responsible, the chances of people saying, maybe he's looking at it or,
nothing happens, usually.
Yeah, maybe. But now that you put them on the table and say, this is your constituency and this is what is happening, and everyone's saying, wow, I can do something here.
Whether it is MLA or
MP. And I'm sure tomorrow when we go down to we are planning also to take it to the municipal councillor level. right? There are 198 of them in Bangalore. So we're just trying to gauge, what is the shape and format that they would like to see. So that's why we started off with just the MPs and the MLAs. We want to get feedback. So maybe, they don't want to see, you yourself, Balram, thought there was too many statistics.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So we want to be able to say, okay, if that is so, how do you want to, so it's listening.
Simplify it, understand, give
If
them.
I produce something that is useless to you, then I've lost.
Absolutely.
Right? So that's why we started small and it will eventually
Slowly
become big.
develop.
And as Aksharas and other partners, Akshay Patra, for example, has a feeding program in Bangalore and in Dharwad.
I will come to that.
Okay.
I will come to that.
All right.
Ashok, I believe Namma Bengaluru Foundation has offered help to hold
Yes.
this meeting.
Yes.
Can you say something about it?
Well, so we were looking to see, what would be the best umbrella to hold it under. And since I was familiar with the Namma Bengaluru Foundation because of my association with the Abide
Yes.
education thing, I broached this up and I think generally the response was, sure, we'll do it.
Oh, that's good. That's
So, so that's thing, and we're working on.
when do you propose to hold it? Any idea? Any
Well,
rough?
I think the NBF will decide that. That's really their.
So you prefer it to be at the earliest?
Well, yeah, because I would prefer it somewhere between, let's say, Republic Day and the budget session of Parliament.
Yeah, right time, right time. So
Because
that,
otherwise
get
they will go to
noticed.
Delhi and then
Yes,
it becomes
yes,
too late.
yes.